Welcome back to a new video. In this session, or in this video I should say, there's two training sessions, one from Sunday and one from Monday. On Sunday, I actually went live during the session and it went really well, even without music. It was really hot outside and I messed up recording one of the clips, but I'll get to that here in a second. So started out with these power snatches, got up to 95 with powers, tried 105, but it just pushed me into the bottom. Still did a full rep, so if I always have power sessions like this as far as the power snatch goes, then I'll almost always be happy. Like, I would like to obviously power 105 and start being able to power 110, and I think I'll be able to get there eventually. But if I'm quote unquote, missing a power how that 105 was, where I'm just doing a full snatch, then I'm definitely kind of doing good enough technique. After the power snatches, moved on to doing clean doubles. I originally was just going to do full cleans for a double, but then I decided I would do power plus full. And this is where the filming error came in. So I went from 70 to 100 to 125, then went to 140 where I actually did the double and I kind of did a POW clean and then a full one. But I was looking at it, so I downloaded the live stream to actually see the clip because I forgot to record it on the good camera. And it was, I mean, to me, I know I didn't go all the way down as far as like, bottoming out in a clean, but when you see it on the clip, it's hard to tell and wasn't really worth getting it out of that clip to just throw it in there. It just kind of looked like a normal clean for the most part. And, honestly, like I probably was pretty close to the bottom. Like for me, if I'm not bottoming out in a clean, it feels like a power just because of how difficult it is to use that stretch reflex at the bottom. So I didn't jump from 125 to 150. I did 140 for, that double, and then the 150. I was really surprised that I was able to do it for a double. I knew the first clean I'd be able to do, but I was really surprised I was able to do the second clean. But happy about that. And then moved on to doing some jerks, got up to 140 for a double, then did some front squats, got up to 170 for a double, which is what I missed earlier in the week, or I guess last week. And I was able to successfully do it for a double, and then ended with some RDLs, which I got up to 230 for a set of 5, which made me quite sore the next day. Pulls are just always interesting because I just don't really need to do a lot of volume because I can do them so heavy like that. In a set of 5, it's just gonna basically always make me sore, especially if it's in an RDL or something like that. But doing the 230, I'm quite happy with, and it honestly didn't feel too bad. I did touch and go for the first 4 and then a dead stop for the last one, which made it a lot more difficult. But really happy with basically everything in the session. Obviously, perfect session would be me doing that power with 105, or at least successfully doing the power snatch with that. But quote unquote missing it and doing a full snatch and it feeling pretty good is definitely positive, getting up to the 140 double. And honestly, like for the cleans, my goal was to do 140 for a double in this session. And once I did the 140, I kind of knew I could do more, and I had a pretty good chance of doing 150. And I haven't doubled 150 in a clean in quite a while. And I mean, it was certainly difficult, but just the fact that I was able to do it is quite nice, especially as, the session yesterday, before on Saturday, I should say, was focused on the snatch and wasn't necessarily super light, but I did do the set of 10 in the snatch pulls, so it was it wasn't like I did nothing in that session. But quite happy, especially I probably am honestly the most happy at the front squat because I was able to come back and do the 170 for a double. I was really thinking I was going to struggle with a second rep, and honestly was like kind of concerned I was just going to miss the first rep, but the legs are definitely coming back, the front squats are definitely coming back. In the session after this one, I wanted to do more front squats, but I was doing muscle snatches and some muscle clean plus press, and I just knew I just didn't have any extra energy or just any really desire to push myself really beyond those 2 exercises. And it was just kind of like a good barometer of how I felt on that day. And obviously, when you see everything I did in the session, it kind of makes sense. But besides all that, quick little update about the house stuff. Nobody's really bullied me in the comments about my grad work and all of that, but I'm all caught up on the grad work that I had to do last week, of course, since it was due. I mean, it's because it's Central Time, University of Arkansas. It's technically due at 1 a.m. on Mondays, but so it's essentially due Sunday at midnight for normal people. Or I mean, like for anyone else, obviously, well before that. But all caught up in grad work. I'll obviously have to do more this week. Most likely it'll be on Saturday again, or at least some of it. I know the previous week I kind of did some of it early, so I was kind of ahead of the game in that regard. All my laundry, I should say, all my clothes are organized, so I'm very happy about that. I have everything in like the certain spots that I want in the 2 dressers and hung up in different ways. So that's really nice because now I have everything where I want. And hopefully I'll have easier access to not just always wear the same four things, same four shirts and all that. I'll be able to find the other stuff that I can wear. I also got the kitchen cleaned out as far as stuff to throw away. So all of the old pots and pans and stuff that were at the top of all the cabinets. I found a nice little blender, and not just a little one. It's a pretty like heavy duty one, and yeah, I guess it was just had been there for a while, and I think we forgot about it. So I don't know if it's actually broken or not or anything, but definitely is more heavy duty. So I'm looking forward to trying to use that eventually. But it's been really nice just to get everything cleaned out. I tried 90 in the muscle snatch. That's when I kind of knew like I didn't have much for this session, but overall, I was happy just to do that 70 super easy and that 90 and do the 80 in the muscle snatch. It just makes sense. Like I know why I didn't feel great on this day, but happy as far as lifting progress and the house progress. Just got to keep throwing stuff away, and then eventually really start to wipe everything down. Essentially, like actually clean walls and stuff like that, and kind of not really prepare for painting because I don't really plan on doing that for a while, but just kind of try to make everything look nice for the moment, and then start to kind of plan things out for what I want to do. Also got to do an oil change in my car, so I'll probably do that next weekend too. I meant to do it this weekend, but got all my yard work done and clothes and kitchen and stuff and did other stuff instead. So I procrastinated in a productive way, which is something that I am pretty good at. When there's stuff that I don't want to do like that, I'll find other things that are logical for me that I need to do and do those, prioritize things that, I guess in that case it's not that big of a deal, but I'll kind of do it to my detriment at times. I'll clean when I should be doing grad work or something like that. But anywho, that's it for this one. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And maybe subscribe and all that good stuff, and you get to see me look like a fool in my shed, or maybe at the actual gym once it gets too cold. Although tomorrow's supposed to be 97 degrees, so I think I'm gonna actually go to the gym tomorrow because I think I will actually melt if I go outside. So probably some more gym lifting. But anywho, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you all in the next video. I hope you have a great day. Peace.